Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that affects every single one of us, every single day, yet most people don't even see it happening. It's a concept I call the money illusion. And it starts with a pretty startling idea. The system doesn't pay you in money. It pays you in illusion. Think about it. You get a raise at work. You land a new client. You see those numbers in your bank account climb higher and higher. It feels great, right? You feel successful. You feel richer. You feel like you're getting ahead. But what if I told you that feeling is a carefully constructed illusion? The hard truth is, while the number in your account is going up, the actual value of each dollar, its real-world purchasing power, is quietly shrinking. This is the core of the illusion. The feeling of growth, created by an invisible loss. It's a subtle but incredibly powerful mechanism. They don't need to physically reach into your wallet and take your money to make you poorer over time. They just need to ensure that the money you work so hard to earn buys a little bit less this year than it did last year, and a lot less than it did a decade ago. It's a slow, steady erosion of your wealth. This is how control is maintained. It keeps you on the treadmill, chasing a bigger number, while the finish line keeps moving further away. They give you the perception of progress, making you feel like you're winning, when in reality, the rules of the game are rigged against you. You might be thinking, that sounds dramatic. Is it really that bad? Well, let's look at the data. Don't take my word for it. Let's look at the official numbers. According to data from the US Federal Reserve itself, since 1971, the year the United States officially abandoned the gold standard, the US dollar, has lost a staggering 86% of its purchasing power. Let that sink in. What a dollar could buy you back then now requires almost $7. The hamburger that cost you 65 cents now costs you $5 or $6. The house that your grandparents bought for what seems like pocket change now costs a fortune. This isn't an accident. It's a feature of the monetary system. And this illusion has a powerful psychological effect on our behavior. There are fascinating studies in economic behavior that show people tend to spend, on average, 12% more per year when they feel richer from a salary raise. This happens even when inflation completely cancels out that raise, or even makes them poorer in real terms. Why? Because we're wired to react to the number, not the value. We see a 5% raise and think, great, I have 5% more money to spend. We don't instinctively factor in that the cost of living went up by 6%, meaning we're actually 1% poorer. Our brains get tricked by the bigger number. In a way, it's the exact same psychological mechanism that casinos use to keep people gambling. Think about it. The flashing lights, the sound of coins dropping, the small, frequent wins that keep you at the table. It all creates the illusion that you're winning, or that a big win is just around the corner. But the entire system is statistically designed for you to lose over the long run. The house always has the edge. Our financial system operates on a similar principle. It gives you the feeling of winning with raises and growing account balances, while the hidden house edge of inflation ensures the system itself always comes out on top. So, what do we do? How do we break free from this illusion? The solution isn't necessarily about earning more and more money. Because, as we've seen, that's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. The solution is to change how we measure wealth. We need to stop measuring our wealth in figures on a screen and start measuring it in freedom. That's the real currency. What does that mean? It means measuring your wealth by how much time you control. Are you trading all your hours for a number that's constantly losing value? Or are you building a life where you have more time to spend with your family, on your hobbies, on your health? That's real wealth. Measure your wealth in your health. No amount of money can buy back your health once it's gone. Are you sacrificing your physical and mental well-being in the pursuit of a bigger paycheck? That's not a good trade. And most importantly, measure your wealth in your control over your own choices. How much autonomy do you have in your life? Can you decide what to do with your day, where to live, what work you find meaningful? The more control you have over your own life, the wealthier you truly are, regardless of what your bank statement says. The key is to shift your focus from protecting your balance to protecting your value. This means investing in things that can't be devalued by inflation. Invest in your skills. Invest in your health. Invest in assets that hold their value, whether that's real estate, certain commodities, or other stores of value that aren't tied directly to a single currency. It's about building a foundation that is resilient and independent of this illusion. It's about becoming financially literate, so you understand the game being played. When you understand how inflation works, how monetary policy affects your savings, you can start making moves to protect yourself. You stop being a passive player and become an active participant in your own financial future. The moral of this story is simple, but profound. You're not broke, you're blindfolded. The system is designed to keep that blindfold on, to keep you focused on the distracting illusion of growing numbers. But the moment you take it off, the moment you see the illusion for what it is, you regain your power. You can start making different choices, choices that build real, lasting wealth, a wealth measured in freedom, health, and control. That's the path to true financial sovereignty. Thank you so much for watching. If this video opened your eyes or gave you a new perspective, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content that challenges the way we think about money and life. Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts on the money illusion. I read all of them. Until next time, stay curious and protect your value.